GamiPress is especially useful if you have a learning website on WordPress. In this video, we are going to be working with an example of a WordPress website with LearnDash. So then we can award some points to our students. It's a free or paid gamification system that you can apply to your WordPress website. And if you are interested in actually getting the premium version, there is a link in the description. So what exactly can you do with GamiPress? It's about creating this kind of gamified platform. As you can see here, there are many more pro add-ons than there are free ones. You can buy them for $49 each, but it's way better, in my opinion, to actually get the pass for your website for a year. GamiPress is not just about awarding points to your users. You can do so much more with this. You can create leaderboards to, for example, show which users are at the top to create a kind of healthy competition. You can create these kinds of progress bars so that your users will see how far they have gone in their process. We have a feature here like a progress map. So then you can create these either vertical, horizontal progress maps. We also have something like congratulation pop-ups. So then you can include different effects like bubbles, stars, and confettis when somebody achieves a specific goal. For example, when they get enough points or if they achieve a specific rank. There are front-end reports, which is one of the most exciting features in GamiPress. You can create these beautiful charts to show your students or your users how are they doing based on their learning path. But one of the most important features, in my opinion, for GamiPress, if you really want to use it to also increase your profits in your e-commerce company, is to use it with WooCommerce. So now that you have a basic overview of how GamiPress works, let me show you a little bit more of that technical side, so then you can actually install it on your WordPress website. It works in a very similar way to all of the other WordPress plugins. You just grab the main file. Of course, you will get access to this once you set up your GamiPress account or you make a purchase. And with the purchase, of course, you will get your own license for the GamiPress and all of these potentially extra premium add-ons. So then you just install GamiPress. And for all of these add-ons, you actually need to install them as separate plugins, which is perhaps not ideal because you want to avoid having so many different plugins on your website. But if you really need it, then I think it's okay. You just pick the ones that will be actually interesting and usable for your website. As you can see here, we have conditional notifications, conditional pop-ups, coupons, daily login rewards, front-end reports, leaderboards, LearnDash points importer, notifications, referrals, reset user, and WooCommerce. Okay, and then how do you access all of these features of GamiPress? In your WordPress dashboard, you can just go to the left-hand side and you will see this whole menu with the dashboard, points, types, achievements, rank types, and everything else. So I suggest you click through all of that, and we are going to actually do this also in this video really quickly. But then you have two separate tabs for ranks. So here we have the ranks that your users can achieve, and we also have achievements. So just keep in mind that we have these actually three different tabs for GamiPress. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of these back-end features really quickly so you get a full understanding of how it works. Let's start with ranks. You can create different ranks for your users, and of course, this is going to be depending on their number of points that they have gathered. This is also really important to consider. Think about your business. Of course, if you just go with the, let's say, experience points, then it's all good. But if you also create discounts based on these points, then you really need to think about how many points you want to award to your students based on the system that you have created on your website. As you can see here, we have this rank. And of course, if you just click into it, you will see, for example, points needed to unlock, and then you have this experience. Next, we have achievements, where you can just create these badges for different types of achievements for your users, depending on the conditions that they will meet. Here you have the achievement data. So you can see, for example, that for a specific number of points, or completing some steps, you can give them this specific achievement. You can create different types of achievements, for example, like progress or social or engagement related. For example, if they share something, you can give them points, or if they make progress in your course, or if they are really engaged as students. Here in GamiPress, you can also check all of these add-ons. So there is a separate tab for that. And we have the premium ones, the free ones, integrations, third party, and then some extra tools. So you can just pick the ones that you like and then click on Get this add-on, and it will redirect you to a page where you can download them. As you can see here, we have a lot of integrations also for GamiPress, which is fantastic because you can vastly expand the functionality of GamiPress with these integrations. The most powerful one, which also comes from the same developer as GamiPress, is Automator WP, which allows you to create these kinds of if-then scenarios for your gamification system. I'm going to show you a little bit of that in a moment. But as you can see, we have way more integrations here, also with LearnDash, with LearnPress, with Lifter LMS, MemberPress. So all of these different types of learning management systems that you can use on your website, but also with Thrive Quiz Builder that I'm also using with WooCommerce. So there's a lot of that. Then we have some third-party integrations, but we are not going to get into that. These are for more niche use cases, but it's worth checking them out. And besides these add-ons, we have some specific tools, like you can reset all user earnings or migrate LearnDash user points to GamiPress points. For example, if you are doing a migration. Next, here in the licenses, you can see all of these extra add-ons that you have installed. So then you are fully aware of what's going on your website. And finally, you can go to your main dashboard where you can see the documentation, which is actually really helpful. And you can see all of these different blocks, shortcodes, and widgets that you can use on your website to display these different points and ranks and badges and everything else, because we need to somehow show it on the front end. So we are doing this with shortcodes on GamiPress. Next, we have points types. So then you can create different kind of points systems. For example, here we have credits that you can then exchange for discounts, but then you can also have experience points. So that is more like the traditional kind of XP in gamification. And then in these points types, of course, you can set them up however you want. For example, for the ones that can be used for a discount, you can just create an exchange conversion. So how many points equal how much money for these partial payments. And then you can also set the kind of initial amount and the maximum amount. This is really important so that, for example, if somebody has loads and loads of points that they won't actually exchange them for a discount that will just drop the price to 0, because we want to for sure avoid that. Next, we have these different types of ranks that you can set up. I have already shown you this before, but it's really important to set this up also here in the rank types, because you need these slugs actually. As you can see here, these slugs are used for internal references as some shortcode attributes to completely differentiate this rank type from any other. So this is actually really important. So you keep all of the architecture of your gamification system in place. Next, you can set up the same thing for achievement types. They can also have these unique slugs. So then you can create some custom development or references to these shortcodes. Here you have all of the shortcodes that you can actually insert onto the front end of your website. So then it will be like the external display for all of this internal gamification data that is happening under the hood that you have so meticulously set up. So for example, if you want to show user points or site points or rank list, then you can do it with these shortcodes. Let's take a look at a few examples. For example, we have this GamiPress achievement shortcode. Now we are in this documentation actually. So it would look something like this. Then we have GamiPress achievements. So you just basically paste this into like my account or my achievements tab on the front end of your website, and then your user will be able to see these achievements. We also are able to display user points, site points, then we have ranks. So these are all, of course, very basic designs. You can actually customize all of these different designs for these grades and ranks and everything else. You can show earnings. So the possibilities here are countless, and you can use custom styling for all of these elements with just CSS. Of course, you would need some developer for that, but it's actually not that difficult, especially if you can just do it with AI. Next up, in GamiPress, you also have a lot of assets. For example, like these gradient shields, star shields. So these are kind of built in, and you can just download them, get them, and use them for your system. Or if you want to spend some time in Canva, or in some, or basically pay somebody to do this for you, then of course you can have custom designs for all of these trophies, badges, shields, icons, and so on and so forth. Next up, we have tools. You can just access them through here. And we have general tools, then import, export. So if you want to just do some migration, this is useful. Then you can check different system information, and you can give bulk awards also to your users, bulk revokes, or that comes with points, achievements, or ranks. So for example, if you want to just do some bulk actions, then you can do that. And then you have logs cleanup. So for example, if you are cleaning up your database, you can just select these different things that have accumulated here and clean the logs, or you can even reset all of the data in your database. Okay, and now we will take a look at the general settings in GamiPress. You can see here that we have the ability to actually change quite a few things, like the image sizes for points, achievements, ranks. You can disable the top bar menu, disable shortcodes editor, or you can enter debug mode if you want to actually create some, if you have spotted some bugs. Then we have this social sharing tab here. You can allow users to share their achievements on mobile. So this is actually really cool. You have email settings. and email templates. So you can actually send these types of emails from your SMTP server connected to, of course, your domain. So then these are these kinds of official emails that you can just send. For example, somebody achieved a certain amount of points, and you can create this subject and the body of the email. So then, for example, if they achieve a specific rank, they will receive that email automatically. And over here, this is really important because it's kind of hidden. You have all of the settings for all of the add-ons that you have installed. So this is actually a really crucial spot to take a look at. You have all of these different settings, for example, for daily login rewards, for leaderboards, for sending notifications about achievements, steps, point rewards, product deducts. So you can really set this up in a very granular manner here. So that's really important to consider. And then you can set up referrals, partial payments, and all of the other add-ons that you may want to be using on GamiPress. And for example, with login rewards, you can actually just click into these settings, and then you have even more settings. So for example, if somebody has been logging in for 7 days straight, you can give them a special achievement, rank. Again, you have these add-ons also here, so you can just click into that. And for example, here we have the leaderboards. So if you just click into this, you can again just set up the whole thing for your leaderboards. And over here, you even have a shortcode. So then you can just paste that onto your website. The same goes for conditional notifications. You will just see your add-on here, and then you can set up these notifications by clicking Add New Conditional Notification. And then you can easily set it up. For example, if somebody unlocks a specific achievement, then you select that achievement, or if they have reached a point balance, then you can send them that conditional notification. Next, you can also set up congratulation pop-ups, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So again, you just go here, you can add this congratulations pop-up, and then you can very easily set it up here. Again, we have these different display effects like confettis, stars, bubbles, and stuff. You can even use a sound, or you have these different background colors. And of course, this is going to be for reaching a specific points balance or reaching a specific rank. And you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overwhelm your users. But I think these congratulations pop-ups are actually extremely helpful. Next, the same goes for coupons. You can create different types of coupons that will be automatically created after somebody achieves like a certain number of points and so on. And again, you can just set it up really easily and then save changes. And next, this is the really exciting part. The automations. As I have mentioned before, you can use Automator WP with GamiPress and LearnDash. So then you can really make a difference and go beyond just these basic components of GamiPress and actually connect these apps together. So you have a perfect system, exactly the system that you want. So as you can see here, we have somebody registers on a page. So that's a WordPress event. And we can then automate that. So we give them, let's say, 50 credits and 50 experience points. Then we can connect LearnDash with GamiPress. Somebody completes any lesson, they automatically get 3 credits and get 20 experience points. Somebody completes a quiz on LearnDash, then they get this amount of experience points and so on. Again, we have the ability to also connect this to even our email marketing automation system. So let's say somebody finishes a course, so completes any course on LearnDash in ActiveCampaign, let's say, or any other email marketing software that you might be using. So this is like the real playbook here. And these automations are actually extremely easy to set up. You just add a trigger, and then you just specify different actions. So it's actually extremely easy, even way easier than setting things up with something like Zapier or make.com. We can just add this tag automatically, and then it will send this email from our actual email automation system. The same goes for these streaks and so on and so forth. So then we are not just sending these emails automatically through our SMTP, but rather we are using it with our integrated email marketing automation system, which means that we will have full access to all of this data. We will see which user has which tags. So this is actually really important. And if you want to take your GamiPress to the next level, you could use something like Fluent Snippets, and then you can do some custom coding to even get it to the next level. For example, if you want to create some custom styles or some extra functions for your GamiPress, then you can just code it here. But of course, you need to know what you are doing. So that's the basic setup with GamiPress. I hope that you have found this useful. If you like this video, just hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next video, which is all about doing some proper research with the use of artificial intelligence. See you in the next one.